Hello, my name is Noah Latoye, and I want to tell you a short story. If you're a parent or you have any kid around and you care about their future, I think you need to listen to this. The moment you give birth to a child, you want to be sure of what they'll become in life. In fact, you want a certain career path for them. For example, you may want your child to become a doctor or even become a lawyer or an engineer. In fact, for some people, if you really want to go that far, you might want your child to become a professor. Well, while all of those things make sense, there are certain things we need to put into consideration. The question is, when we pull them into this career path, how do we make sure that they remain focused and achieve all this aim without putting much stress on them? There are things we need to understand. If you want your child to become a particular expert, one thing I want you to understand is that in every profession, is either your child is at the top or your child is at the bottom. The question is, where is your child going to be? And these are the things we need to consider at the forefront of every thought we have for these kids. Let us take a look at the future of work. In fact, if I ask you, what is the actual job you want your child to occupy when they grow up? What are the kind of certifications you want them to have? You see, gone are those days when things are used to be in an analog manner. When a factory, we have to be set up with a sort of manpower and expect man or human to get those jobs done. You see, these days, human actually rely on technology to get things done. And as parents, for our kids to have better advantage in this skill set or in this environment, we need to empower them with the appropriate skill. For instance, if you're like many parents who want their kids to become a doctor, becoming a doctor is very cool. And for just this recent pandemic, we're able to understand that being a doctor is not just by reading books alone. In fact, doctors who contributed so hard in making sure that we have vaccines and have resources to get things done are doctors who can pay and read data. Now, in other words, if you want your child to be successful, right, you need to make sure that the child is growing up gradually with the required skill to become competitive when they grow up. Let's assume you want your child to become a lawyer, right? Recently, Lagos State just released a judicial tracker here in Lagos. In other words, the judicial system will be able to track each laws or each things that they're about to do at every moment. In those days, maybe like 15 or 10 years ago, studying law is all about studying about human behavior and understanding patterns that has been, documented by some set of lawyers or standard of a nation or a body. But these days, we are literally moving away from that very shift. Technology is having its way in almost everything that we do. In fact, at this point, if you don't get it, let us consider engineer. As for engineers, you would always imagine engineers used to work with machines, they use some sort of analog to get things done. In fact, engineers don't even have to do so many things themselves. There are lots of robotics, there are lots of machines that help them to get all of these things done. That should tell you something. Your child can become an engineer and still be jobless if the child refuses to obtain the right skill. At this point, you might be wondering, at what age can I actually start teaching my kids how to code? Well, you don't have to think so much. I want you to see one of our students who is really doing great.
Hello everyone, my name is Habib Aram Kadezi. I am 11 years old and I am also a fellow engineer. I have been with Listing Hub for the past 5 months and I would also like to thank your staff for teaching me what I know today, especially Mr. Dixon. And I highly recommend Listing Hub for kids to learn what I have learned for the past 5 months like me. Thank you.
That was Habib. Habib is just 11 years old. Okay, if you think that's too much, how about checking up Hamza?
Hello everyone, my name is Hamza Adam Sadeza. I'm 9 years old. I'm a Pythonian. I've been with Instinct Work for the past 5 months. I really appreciate the effort of my teacher, Uncle Dixon. I highly recommend this hub for other kids to learn from. Thank you.
From experience, some kids are timid from the beginning. In fact, some of them don't even know how to associate properly. Some are even not really outspoken. But from my experience, I realized that learning how to code actually liberates these kids into another world. I wanted to meet Ali. Ali is one of our international students who is doing so great with Python programming language.
Hi, I'm Ali from Malaysia. I'm 15 years old. I consider myself very lucky to get to know Instinct Hub and having the opportunity to learn coding with Mr. Dixon. I've been learning Python language for almost 6 months. Within 40 sessions of Python lessons, I've been able to code a lot of cool game projects. I love coding very much, and if you are watching this and planning to explore coding skills, go and subscribe yourself with Instinct Hub and you are all the way to master coding skills.
Alright, at this point, you might think Ali is a coincidence. In fact, we've trained several international students, and I want you to also meet Nash. In fact, before you see Nash has created things that he didn't even know from the beginning that he can create. See for yourself.
Hi, my name is Ahmad Nasran bin Nazri. I'm 15 years old and I'm from Malaysia. I've learned so much from Instinct Hub, like the basics of Python, Python control flow, escape characters, multiplying strings with escape characters, and more. I've been with Instinct Hub over 2 months now. I highly recommend Instinct Hub to other kids because they give quite challenging exercises, and for me, I like a challenge. And the tutors there are amazing and friendly. That's all from me. Bye.
At this point, you should get the gist. As in, you should really understand the essence of this video. The essence really is to help you get your kids started in this technology journey. Just click the link attached to this video to register. Please do it right now. Your child's future might depend on it.